Key leaders in Congress have gotten a closer look at those classified documents that were found in the possession of former President Donald Trump, President Joe Biden, and also former Vice President Mike Pence. So according to a source familiar with the matter, the leaders known as the Gang of Eight have been reviewing the materials, the first step in determining how Congress will respond to these revelations. We're joined now by NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles. Ryan, good morning to you. First of all, tell us who is in this Gang of Eight. It feels like there are often gangs of eights on Capitol Hill. What's this one, and what are they doing with these materials?
It's a great question, Allison. So the Gang of Eight are the leaders of the intelligence committees in both the House and Senate and the congressional leaders in the House and Senate. So you've got the Senate Majority Leader, the Senate Minority Leader, the Speaker of the House, the Democratic Leader, and then the chairs and ranking members of both the Senate and House Intelligence Committee. So this is the group that gets access to the most highly classified information, and these documents fall under that banner. This is the documents that were recovered from the homes of former President Donald Trump, President Joe Biden, and former Vice President Mike Pence. And this was a back and forth between the two sides. The Department of Justice did not initially want to hand over this information. They said it was part of an ongoing investigation. They were concerned the material could get leaked to the public. But Congress argued that they have a very specific oversight responsibility here. And if Congress needs to act, they need to see which specific documents are at issue here to see if Congress needs to form some sort of policy prescription to prevent this from happening again.
So you have Congress looking at all of this. And then when it comes to former President Trump and President Biden, you have two different special counsels looking into their handling of classified documents. Explain to us a little bit of what's going on at this point with those investigations. Is Congress frustrated with DOJ's handling of those cases?
So we really do need to separate the investigations into the congressional oversight. And that's the point that these congressional leaders have made over and over again, that they're not specifically concerned about the special counsel investigation and whether or not that leads to charges for any of the men involved. What they're more concerned about is the problem with classified documents being taken from secure facilities and ending up in the private homes and personal offices of these former leaders. That's a problem that they believe needs to be rectified, and whether it means reforms to the National Archives in the form of actual legislation, or if it just means that the National Archives needs to get its house in order and there needs to be a little bit more careful understanding of them enforcing the laws that are on the books. That's what Congress needs to know. They believe they need to see these documents to see just where they came from and how they got into the hands of these leaders to figure out what role Congress should play in preventing this from happening again.
All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.